shot she's botched this season, we could probably pool enough cash to buy the entire.
It was supposed to be Angel Reese's season. The branding, the interviews, the headlines, the sponsorship deals, all of it pointed to one thing. Angel Reese wasn't just a rising WNBA rookie, she was being built as the face of the entire league. Media outlets echoed the message non-stop. Social media painted her as a cultural icon. She wasn't just an athlete, she was a movement. But when the WNBA All-Star votes came in, the story told a very different tale. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever rookie with an already legendary college career, didn't just top the All-Star charts, she obliterated them. Over 516,000 votes and counting. Meanwhile, Angel Reese? Not even in the top 10. Barely hanging on to the 13th spot. It was a gut punch to the narrative. After all the media buzz and fanfare, the so-called face of the league was trailing players many casual fans had barely heard of. Let's break this down. This wasn't just a case of one player outshining another. This was the ultimate exposure of a media myth. Angel Reese, we were told, was the reason people were watching women's basketball. She said it herself, people are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games. Sold out arenas. I know I'll go down in history. It's not just because of one person. It's because of me too. But fans didn't buy it. Because when the votes were counted, Reese's name was nowhere near the top. Instead, players like Kelsey Mitchell, Sabrina Ionescu, and Lexi Hull all ranked higher. Even rookie Kiki Iriafen, who's been quietly dominating with efficiency and consistency, pulled in more votes than Reese. The fans had spoken, and the message was crystal clear. Hype means nothing if the performance isn't there. So what went wrong? Let's start with the numbers. Angel Reese has been a force on the boards, no doubt about it. She's leading the league in rebounding, and her hustle is impossible to miss. But beyond that, the stats get grim. She's shooting just 30.9% from the field, second worst among 64 qualified players. For a post player, that's not just below average. That's alarming. When you're missing more than 2/3 of your shots at the rim, you're not making a case for all-star status. You're raising red flags. And it's not just about scoring. Reese has been nearly invisible on defense in terms of shot blocking, just 2 blocks recorded all season. Her playmaking has been limited. Her offensive presence, inconsistent. One analyst put it bluntly, she has energy. She has an attitude. She'll rebound the basketball. Great. But she has no shot, no post moves, no versatility. Her presence on the court is often energetic, yes, but erratic. Her decision-making in the paint leads to wild, awkward shots that barely hit the rim. And for all the charisma off the court, her in-game poise hasn't matched the image. That disconnect matters. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is rewriting the rules. She's not just putting up points, she's changing the outcomes of games. Her court vision, her passing, her deep threes. Every night she does something that gets clipped and replayed across social media. And it's not manufactured. It's real. It's undeniable. Fans aren't just watching Clark. They're voting for her in record numbers. But the Reese narrative wasn't just pushed by her play. It was built in boardrooms and edited into brand deals. National campaigns featured her. League social channels hyped her up constantly, often pushing college highlights instead of her current WNBA tape. She had more interviews than highlights, more photo shoots than game-changing plays. The media's insistence on crowning her before her game was ready created a disconnect that fans felt, and clearly, rejected. Even Forbes wrote glowing pieces positioning Reese as the cornerstone of the WNBA's future. And yet, in those same articles, Caitlin Clark was barely mentioned. It was as if the league was determined to force a narrative that didn't match reality. They forgot something crucial. Fans aren't bots. They watch the games. They know what's real and what's manufactured. And perhaps the most damning evidence of that disconnect? Angel Reese's total vote count, 173,000. Caitlin Clark, over 516,000. That's not just a gap. That's a canyon. And it's proof that while Reese may have the media on her side, she still hasn't won over the fans. This isn't about rooting against Angel Reese. It's about demanding more from the people who shape the game's future. You can't just hand out superstar status based on potential and marketing campaigns. It has to be earned on the court. And so far, Reese hasn't delivered on that promise. There are other players quietly doing the work, like Aaliyah Boston, who also pulled in over 447,000 votes. She's efficient, skilled, and already showing leadership far beyond her years. She doesn't need flashy headlines. Her game speaks for itself. The same goes for Nafisa Collier, who is in serious MVP conversations and sitting second in fan votes with 485,000. You also have players like Kiki Iriafen, who are new to the league but letting their game do all the talking. No hype machine. No over-promotion. Just fundamentals, consistency, and results. Iriafen has been averaging a double-double with efficiency and grit, showing fans that substance beats flash. Reese's fall to 13th place is more than just a number. It's a verdict. Fans want more than hustle. They want skill, polish, and impact. They want substance over style. And in an era where fans can see through everything, from staged interviews to overhyped promo reels, the WNBA is learning that lesson in real time. Even the voting system itself underscores this point. Fan votes account for 50%, while players and media each get 25%. That means fans have the biggest say. And still, with all that visibility, Reese couldn't break into the top 10. Not even close. And that means something. It means the people watching the games, paying for the merch, streaming the matchups, they're choosing who they believe in, who they trust, who they think deserves it. So where does Reese go from here? She can rebound. She can hustle. But until she finds a rhythm offensively, improves her shooting, and becomes a two-way threat, fans will continue to vote for players who give them the full package. The All-Star Game is about celebrating the best of the best. And right now, that list doesn't include someone shooting 30% and averaging less than 2 assists per game. This season was framed as Angel Reese's arrival. Instead, it may be the start of a hard lesson. You can't skip steps. You can't market your way into greatness. You have to earn it. And the fans? They're keeping score. And for the WNBA, this moment offers a deeper reality check. The league's strategy of promoting players based on media charisma instead of in-game performance is starting to backfire. Fans want authenticity. They want to follow players whose game earns the spotlight, not just their Instagram followers. There's no denying Angel Reese has potential. She has hustle. She has heart. But she also has work to do. And this year's All-Star voting showed exactly where she stands. Was this a media creation gone wrong? Was Reese overhyped? Or are fans just demanding excellence in an increasingly competitive league? Let us know in the comments. And if you're here for honest breakdowns, real analysis, and the truth behind the buzzy headlines, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because in this league, hype fades fast. But performance, that lasts forever.